Madridistas, Real Madrid football is back this Tuesday night as Real Madrid faces off against Osasuna in the first game of the Laliga season back at home in the Santiago Bernabeu. Guys, in this video, let me preview the matchup, tell you some of my thoughts about Osasuna coming into this game, my starting 11 that I want to see for Real Madrid, my official match prediction, and my official pick for who wins La Liga. Madridistas, this is a video I've been looking forward to making all summer long. La Liga football is finally back. Real Madrid is finally back, and I'm hoping that this is a long and successful season for Real Madrid. We have a new manager, we have new players, and hopefully we have a new hunger and new desire to be winning trophies, because unfortunately last year, it was a pretty shitty year. I'll just be honest. It was not a good year, but this is a game that I am very much looking forward to watching and looking forward to chatting with you guys live right after the Real Madrid match, as we will be doing throughout the season on my channel. Instant reactions on my channel, live streams with you in the chat. I want to hear from you, and I hope you guys join me too right after the Real Madrid match on my channel too. But this is a game against Osasuna that the last couple times we've actually played them has been two different stories. The last time we actually played this team was a game to forget. And it was a game that Jude Bellingham will not be able to get actually revenge in this one, because last time we were out there against Osasuna, it was unfortunately a draw. It was a 1-1 draw, but Jude Bellingham actually got a red card in this game too for saying F off to the referee. And here's the thing, that was a joke. That was a joke then, it is a joke now. And I'm hoping we don't get anything like that this game at all. We'll be talking about some of my ideas for this game too, things I think that we need to do to win. But that was the last time we actually faced Osasuna, a 1-1 draw. That is not something I want to be seeing. But the time before that is something I do want to be seeing, and that was at home in the Santiago Bernabeu, where Real Madrid absolutely slapped around Osasuna, with Vinny Jr. actually getting a hat-trick in that game and Jude Bellingham getting on the board too to make it a 4-0 victory for Real Madrid over Osasuna. And that's what I want to be seeing, honestly. That's exactly what I want to be seeing in this game for Real Madrid. Now, the one player I really want to highlight for Osasuna is actually a player that has scored in both of the times. Well, actually, not both of the times. I take that back. He scored the last time out there against Real Madrid, and that is Budimir. Here's the thing with Budimir. He is one of the actual better strikers in La Liga. Last season, he had 21 goals in all La Liga games for Osasuna. This is a player that I do think we need to be a little worried about too. And here's the thing with Osasuna. They're not a bad team. They actually finished 9th last season in La Liga, and they are a team that have given Real Madrid struggles in the past. I'm hoping we don't have any of that this season, and hopefully not in this game at all. I really want Real Madrid to come out and just be swinging. I want to be seeing goal after goal after goal. I don't want us to be in a dogfight. I don't want this to be even a close competition at all. So hopefully let's limit Budimir as much as possible. There's a couple other players on the team that are good, but Budimir is the biggest one who I think could make a huge difference for Osasuna in this one. Now, here's a couple of things when it actually comes to this Real Madrid game that we need to be considering. First of all, Rudiger is actually suspended for the first game of the La Liga season, so we will not be seeing Rudiger in the starting 11 at all, whether Xabi Alonso wanted to be putting him out there or not. Here's the thing, I don't think he's been that good lately. Hopefully he gets a lot better too. Unfortunately, he's on the other side of 30. But Rudiger is suspended because of his actions in the Copa del Rey last season, so we will not be seeing him. The exciting thing is Franco Mastantuono is actually a part of the Real Madrid squad. Now, he did get number 30, but he is going to be a part of the first team too. And here's the thing, that number 30, that is the number he was wearing at River Plate too. And apparently we can only have players from 1 to 25. So the number 25 is still available for a first team player too. I don't think we actually sign anybody else before the end of the transfer window, but it is something to consider. But does Franco Mastantuono actually get his debut? He just was officially unveiled as a new Real Madrid player last week. I believe it was on Thursday, on the kid's 18th birthday. According to reports from actual pretty good sources too, Xabi Alonso wants to play him in this game. Am I saying he starts? I don't think he starts. I don't think he starts in this one, but don't be surprised if we see Franco Mastantuono coming off the bench, maybe playing a 10 role, maybe playing a right wing. I think it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what Xabi Alonso has to do with this kid. And here's the thing with Xabi Alonso, I don't think this guy is afraid of playing younger players, and that's a huge thing for Franco, for an Arda Güler, and for the next kid I want to be talking about too. Thiago, I believe his last name is Pitcharch. Whatever his name is, I'm just going to be calling him Thiago because it's a lot easier to say that. This is a kid who is a part of the academy team, the Castilla team for Real Madrid, but he did not play over the weekend for Castilla. So What looks like to be happening too is that he will be a part of the Real Madrid squad for this game against Osasuna. And maybe we'll be seeing him in this game too. Is he in my starting 11? He is not. But let's take a look at my starting 11 right now. As you guys can see on the screen now, this is my starting 11 that I will be going with in this game. And here's the thing. There's a couple of interesting things that I want to be talking about. You might be seeing the starting 11 right now and say, Dally, what are you doing with the starting 11? We are back to VMR. We are back to VMR because I want to see it. Again, guys, this is my starting 11 that I want to see. Not exactly what Xabi Alonso is going to be doing. And the thing with Xabi Alonso, I don't exactly know what he wants to be doing because the last time out there, what did we actually see against Tirol? The thing is, that lineup was a lot different than what I was expecting. Take a look with me. This is the actual lineup that we saw against Tirol out there. And that was Brahim Diaz getting a start with Kylian Mbappe, Vinny Jr. I don't think we're going to be seeing that. I really don't think we're going to be seeing that. So that's why with this lineup, this is what I want to be seeing too. The formation can kind of change sometimes. I do think it can be a 3-5-2. And then at times, I do think it can be like this, a 4-3-3. And personally to me, if we don't have Jude Bellingham out there, and with Franco Mastantuono still not 100%, this is what I want to be seeing. So Vinny up top, Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo getting the start for me. Does it happen? Probably not. But I would rather be seeing him out there than Brahim Diaz. No shots at Brahim Diaz or anything like that. I just think Rodrigo's a better player. I think you guys can probably agree with me there. Arda Güler, of course, is going to be getting the start for me. He's going to be a mainstay starter in the starting 11 moving forward. Tchouaméni, Fede Valverde, Alvaro Carreras. I was very impressed with him in the friendly. Dean Howson, Militao getting the start over Rudiger. And don't be surprised if we see Militao a lot more this season. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Trent getting the start at right back. And then, of course, Thibaut Courtois in the back for me. Now, a couple of things I want to be talking about with this starting 11. I think there's a couple of players in this starting 11 that are zero doubt starters if they're healthy. Courtois, of course, is one of them. Dean Howson. I want to be saying Trent, Danny Carvajal coming back too. It's still early days for Trent, but I think Trent's probably earned his right. Fede Valverde, Tchouaméni, Arda Güler, in my opinion too, is a day one starter from now on. I don't think there's any questions. I think this guy is going to feel like a brand new signing for Real Madrid this season. I really do. So many different times last year for Carlo Ancelotti. The time before that, he was playing as a right winger. That's not what he's going to be playing anymore in this system. It's going to be a lot more of a deep-lying playmaker. And I think Arda Güler is going to excel in this. I said it before. I will say it again. I think at the end of the season, he will be considered a top 5 midfielder in the world. I really believe that too. I really believe that. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more Real Madrid content from me in the future, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, and let me know in the comments what's your official match prediction between Real Madrid and Osasuna. When it comes up top, Vinny, Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo. Am I saying this is going to work? I don't know. I think this is getting the most talent out there as possible. Kylian Mbappe, 100% is a starter for me. This guy scored, 50 goals, something last year? It was insane what he was doing. Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo, actually, to me, I would like them to be competing for that left wing role. I'm not saying that Vinny can just be starting game in and game out. Here's the thing with Vinny. I did like that he was actually pressing in the last one too, but Rodrigo comes off the bench and gets a goal in the last one. If Vinny's only taking one shot a game, it's just not good enough, That's one of the things let me just say something. I don't like watching Barcelona. I don't like Barcelona, and I don't like Lamine Yamal. I do think he's a good player. But the thing about Yamal that I do rate is that he's not afraid to take a shot. I think that kid took like 9 shots. Some of them are completely not even close, but he continues to be shooting the ball. When Vinny's only taking one shot a game, if it's not on target, it's a waste. He's almost a waste of a player out there too. That's the thing I admire about a Kylian Mbappe. That's the thing I admire about an Arda Güler. And I want more players to be taking shots. You're never going to score if you're not taking shots. So I need Vinny and Rodrigo to be taking a lot more shots this season for Real Madrid too. One of my keys to the game in this one, shout out to Jude Bellingham because we cannot be doing what he did in the last one. No cussing. No cussing out there. No F off to the ref. They don't like that apparently. Can't be doing that. That's going to be a straight red. I am only joking about that. I am only joking. But kind of seriously, we need to not be getting any stupid red cards, anything like that. Seriously though, I think this is an entire team performance that I'm very excited to be seeing and a very curious exactly what's going to be happening. This formation that we actually get to see from Xabi Alonso, how does it look? Is it going to be that 3-5-2 at the back where maybe Tchouaméni is dropping a little bit deeper and going between Dean Howson and Militao, and Carreras gets a little more upfield, Trent Alexander-Arnold's getting a little more upfield too? Exactly where are those guys playing? I'm going to be taking a look at that in the instant reaction right after the game with you guys. And then Arda Güler, I'm very curious. I think this guy is going to really dictate the pace of play for us. And hopefully Fede Valverde is back and being fully healthy too, where we can actually be successful in this game too. I think that we're going to have a good game. And so when it comes to my official match prediction in this one, we are finally back at home in the Santiago Bernabeu. I think this is a time that we really need to start off hot too. Here's the thing. A couple of these teams who were just finishing, Chelsea, were in the Club World Cup. It was a 0-0 game for them over the weekend too. And PSG barely won over the weekend for them. And those are some of the teams that actually got further in the Club World Cup. We've only had 2 preseason games, and only one of them we actually got to watch. So what's the full fitness of this team? I still think that we might be a little tired. We might be a little groggy. It might be a little sleepwalking out there. So I would like us to be absolutely dominating this game. And I do think the scoreline might look a little better than the game actually might go. And that's why I will be going with Real Madrid defeating Osasuna. I'm going 3-0. I think Courtois is going to have a very good game. I think Kylian Mbappe is going to get on the board twice in this game. And I'm going to go Alvaro Carreras getting on the board too. I'm going to say Arda Güler gets 2 assists for me in this game too, guys. That's my official match prediction. I want to hear from you in the comments below. But let me give you my official La Liga prediction. Here's the thing. I didn't want to make a whole video about it. I don't think it needs a whole video or anything like that. I think La Liga is going to be very, very competitive this year. Obviously, Barcelona basically walked away with it last year. The thing is, it was technically 4 points at the end of it, but Barcelona already won it last year with like 5 games to go, 3 games to go, something like that. Once they do that, it's basically over. It doesn't really matter. So I think the 4 points that it looked like last year, it's a little... It doesn't look 100% right. I think it looks a lot closer than it actually was. Real Madrid, we didn't beat Barcelona at all last year. And that cannot be happening this year for Real Madrid to be successful. Luckily for us, Atletico Madrid already dropped points over this weekend too. I think they're a good team who spent a lot of money, but are they a great team? I don't think so. I think this is going to be a 2-team race. And then starting at 4, I'm going to have Athletic Bilbao in my 4th spot, Atletico Madrid in my 3rd spot. And I believe Real Madrid will be winning La Liga. And here's the thing. Let me tell you exactly why I believe that Real Madrid will be winning La Liga with Barcelona finishing 2nd. I believe that Real Madrid will be winning La Liga because I believe Real Madrid got better this offseason. I think it's more to do with Real Madrid getting better and less to do with Barcelona getting worse, for example. I think last year some of the glaring issues that we had Lucas Vazquez at right back. We have Alexander-Arnold at right back. It's a huge upgrade. Even if having Dani Carvajal coming off the bench, I think that's a huge, huge upgrade. Instead of having even Fede Valverde play there at sometimes, and basically us losing the midfield too. What else did we do? We added one of, in my opinion, the best young center backs in the world in Dean House, and this guy is going to progress the ball so much too. The verticality that this kid has too, some of the headers in the box I will be expecting from him this season, I should be saying. I think it's going to do wonders for us too, and I think honestly he's going to be a fantastic, fantastic addition, not only this year for Real Madrid, but for so many years to come. Alvaro Carreras, I've only seen 1 game from him. I thought he was very good, but just having options actually at the left back position where Fran Garcia doesn't have to be playing week in, week out. We now have 3 left backs, Alvaro Carreras, Fran Garcia, and Ferland Mendy. Am I saying any of them are elite? No. I think Alvaro Carreras has very much improved what we've already seen so far for Real Madrid. I think he's only going to make us better too. Arda Güler is going to feel like a brand new signing for Real Madrid. This is somebody who's going to be playing week in and week out for Real Madrid. He probably should have been playing a lot more last year when Luka Modric was getting some of those minutes too. But Arda Güler is going to feel like a brand new signing for Real Madrid. He's going to dictate the pace of play for us. He's going to be providing assists. He's going to be providing goals. Don't be surprised if Arda Güler is somewhere around 20 goals and assists this season. I would not be that shocked at all. Franco Mastantuono, it's going to be very interesting to see with him too. If anything, he adds the depth option at the right wing, at the 10. And I just think as a whole, if Real Madrid can get back to being healthy, that's Camavinga, that is an Alaba, and that is a Jude Bellingham coming back too. I think if that happens and Vinny levels it up, and if Kylian Mbappe even just stays the exact same he was last year, but Vinny Jr. levels up, I believe Real Madrid should be winning this league. I'm not going to say easily, but we should definitely be winning this league. I think it's going to be coming down to probably the last couple of games too, and don't be surprised if that final El Clasico really decides La Liga. Guys, that's just my official prediction for the game, for La Liga. Do you think we win La Liga? Do you think we finish 2nd? Do you think we don't even make Champions League? I want to hear from you in the comments. But guys, I can't wait to be chatting with you live right after the game in my instant reaction. Please join me there. And guys, if you made it to the end of the video, please hit that subscribe button, like the video. Guys, cheers. Hala Madrid.